everyone, welcome to my channel Maths Friendly. In today's class, we will do question number 8 of exercise 2.1 from second chapter whole numbers from 6th class Maths NCERT book. Now let us read the question. See, which of the following statements are true and which are false? See, some of the statements are given A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H up to M statements are given. Okay. Some statements are true, for that we have to mark T, and some statements are false, means wrong. Wrong statements are also given. We have to identify which statements are true and which are wrong or false. For the true statements, we have to mark T. Suppose this statement is true, we have to mark it true because this statement is true. If a statement is wrong or false, we have to mark it with F. Okay, so now let us read the statements one by one and see whether they are true or false. 0 is the smallest natural number. 0 is the smallest natural number. We have read about natural numbers in the theory part, in the introduction part of this chapter, whole numbers. So tell me, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are the counting numbers. What are the counting numbers? The counting numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. These all are the counting numbers. Okay. So we can write it 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. These are counting numbers, and these counting numbers are known as natural numbers. Why these counting numbers are known as natural numbers? Because when we start to count, these numbers comes naturally. Okay, when we were children, then we started to count numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So these numbers comes naturally when we started to count. So these counting numbers are known as natural numbers. Okay. Natural numbers. Now these natural numbers start with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. If we add 1 to this, we will get 5. Okay, if we add 1 to this, we will get 6. Like that, we can go on writing the numbers. Okay, if we add 1 to this, we will get the next number. If we add 1 to that number, we will get the next number. Like that, if we go on adding 1 to the previous number, we can get the next numbers. So this set of numbers, this collection of numbers will not have any end. It will go on endlessly. It will not have any end. Because we can get the next number by adding 1 to the previous number. So this collection of numbers starting with 1 and it will not have any end. This collection of number is known as natural numbers. Okay. We cannot say which one is the last natural number, because if you take a very large number, see, if you take a very large number and if you say that this is the last number or the largest natural number, then one can add 1 to this number and get a number which is larger than this. So we cannot get the largest natural number, because you can add 1 to a very big number and you can get the next number. Then again you can add 1 to that number and you can get a number which is bigger than that number. So there is no largest number, because we can add 1 to the previous number and we can get the next. We can add 1 to the previous number and we can get the next number. So this natural number, the collection of natural number starts with 1, and this collection doesn't have any end. It goes on endlessly. But the smallest natural number is 1. Okay, so you have to remember this, that the smallest natural number is 1. Okay, and this collection of numbers is known as natural number, a collection which doesn't have any end. Okay, but it starts with 1. It is known as natural number. So what is given in this statement? 0 is the smallest natural number. So now tell me, is it a true statement or a false statement? You can very easily say that it is a wrong statement, it is a false statement, because we have seen that 1 is the smallest natural number. So this statement is a false statement. Okay. Now let us see the other one. 400 is the predecessor of 399. See, the B part, the question is 400 is the predecessor of 399. What is predecessor of any number? Predecessor of any number is the number that comes just before that number. For example, let us take a small number. Suppose 10. What will be its predecessor? The number which comes just before this will be the predecessor of this number. So 9 will be the predecessor of 10. What will be the predecessor of 8? The predecessor of 9 will be 8, because 8 comes just before 9. Okay, so 400 is the predecessor of 399. What is the question? 399. What will be its predecessor? Its predecessor will be 398, because this 398 comes just before 399. So this will be the predecessor of this number. So 400 is the predecessor of 399 is a wrong statement. It is a false statement. Okay, so it will be marked as F. Now, let us see what is there in this C part. 0 is the smallest whole number. What we have read about whole numbers? What are whole numbers? Whole numbers are the numbers starting from 0. Okay, after that 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can go on writing the numbers. These all are whole numbers. Okay, so which one is the smallest whole number? The smallest whole number is 0. Okay, see, I have taught all these concepts in the theory part, in the introduction part of this chapter, whole numbers. So if you want to learn it thoroughly, you can watch that video. Okay, so 0 is the smallest whole number. Okay, because whole numbers start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. If we go on writing the numbers one after the other, we will get a collection of number, a set of number which is known as whole numbers. Okay, so 0 is the smallest whole number. What is written? 0 is the smallest whole number. It is a which statement? Is it true or false? It is true statement, because it is a correct statement. It is true statement. So we will mark it with T. Now let us see this one. The next question. 600 is the successor of 599. What is the successor of any number? Successor of any number is a number which comes just after that number, that given number. See, what will be the successor of 10? The successor of 10 will be a number which comes just after 10, which is 11. What will be the successor of 11? It will be the number which comes just after 11, which is 12. What will be the successor of 99? The successor of 99 will be 100, because 100 comes just after 99. So successor is a number which comes just after the given number. So what will be the successor of 599? 600 will be the successor. So 600 is the successor of 599. So this statement is true or false? It is a true statement, because this is correct statement. So we can mark it with the letter T. Okay. Now let us come to E part. Let us read what is this. All natural numbers are whole numbers. Is it a true statement or a false statement? All natural numbers are whole numbers. So we have seen what are natural numbers. This is question number E. What are natural numbers? Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, these are natural numbers. What are whole numbers? Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, these are natural numbers and these are whole numbers. These are whole numbers and these are what? These are all natural numbers. Okay, so what is the question? All natural numbers are whole numbers. See, these all natural numbers are also there in whole number, in the collection of whole number. What is the difference between natural number and whole number? The natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, and whole numbers are 0, so on. So the difference between the natural number and whole number is that only because of this 0. There is 0 in whole numbers and there is no 0 in natural numbers. So the difference is only because of this. So the only new thing in whole number is 0, and in natural number 0 is not there, and in whole numbers only 0 is the extra thing which natural number doesn't have. So it means what? All natural numbers are also there in whole numbers, but whole number also have an extra 0. Okay, it means all natural numbers are whole numbers, because because if you write 0 and all natural numbers, what you get? See, 0 and all natural numbers means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. It means what? 0 and all natural numbers, 0 and all natural numbers. This is natural number means only 1, 2, 3, 4, and when 0 is added to this group, it becomes whole numbers. So, in whole numbers, all natural numbers comes in whole numbers. All natural numbers, see, these all are the natural numbers which comes in whole numbers collection. It means all natural numbers are also whole numbers. Okay. So, this statement is true. All natural numbers are whole numbers, because these all are natural numbers and these all are whole numbers. But these all natural numbers are also whole numbers. It means that all the natural numbers are whole numbers. So this statement is true statement. Okay. True. Understood? These all natural numbers also come in the collection of whole numbers. So all natural numbers are whole numbers. Now let us come to the F part. All whole numbers are natural numbers. All whole numbers are natural numbers. Is it correct or wrong statement? See, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And what are whole numbers? Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So, see, all natural numbers are also there in whole numbers. So, all natural numbers are whole numbers also. But all whole numbers are natural numbers? This question is, all whole numbers are natural numbers. See, all these are whole numbers. Okay. So, are all these numbers also natural numbers? Are all these numbers also natural numbers? No. See, these are the starting with 1. It is all natural number. But 0 is not the natural number. But 0 is a whole number. It means all whole numbers are not natural numbers. Only these whole numbers, starting with 1. Okay, these whole numbers are also natural number. But 0 is a whole number which is not the natural number. It is only a whole number. It is not the natural number. So, all whole numbers are not natural number. So, what is there? All whole numbers are natural numbers. No, all whole numbers are not natural number, because 0 is a whole number but it is not a natural number. It means all whole numbers are not natural numbers. So this is the wrong statement. It is a false statement. We will write it F. Okay, it is a false statement because all whole numbers are not natural numbers. 0 is a whole number which is not a natural number. Okay, but all natural numbers are also whole numbers. See, all natural numbers also comes in whole numbers. So all natural numbers are whole numbers. What we saw in this previous question, all natural numbers are whole number, because these all come also in natural number, in whole number. But all the whole numbers are not natural number, because 0 is a whole number but it is not a natural number. So understood both these questions. Now we will see the G part. Let's see what's there in this question. The predecessor of a two-digit number is never a single-digit number. So, the predecessor of a two-digit number. We are talking about two-digit number here. So, let's see what are two-digit numbers. See, 58, it is a two-digit number because it has two digits, 1 and 2. Okay, 67, it is a two-digit number, 1 and 2. Two digits are there in this number. Okay, the other two-digit number is 88. It is also a two-digit number. So, like that we have many two-digit numbers. These two digits are there in this number. So, this is known as, these all are two-digit number. Okay, so what other two-digit number is there? 99. It is also a two-digit number because it has two digits. This digit and this digit. Okay, so the predecessor of a two-digit number. What is the predecessor of this? The predecessor of this is 57 because 57 comes before this number. What is the predecessor of 67? The predecessor is 66. What is the predecessor of this number? It is 87. What is the predecessor of this number? It is 98 is the predecessor of 99. Okay. What is told in this question? The predecessor of a two-digit number is never a single-digit number. See, this is a two-digit number. Its predecessor is also a two-digit number. This is a two-digit number. Its predecessor means the number which comes just before this is the predecessor of this number. Okay, and it is also a two-digit number. The predecessor of this number is what? The number which comes just before this. What is that number? This is this number. So, 98 is the predecessor of this number. This is also a two-digit number and its predecessor is also a two-digit number. But what is told in this question, the predecessor of a two-digit number is never a single-digit number. Now, let us take one more two-digit number. It is 10. It's a two-digit number, right? It has two digits. This digit and this digit. Digits has one digit at ones place and digit at tens place. So, it has two digits in this number. What is the predecessor of this number? The predecessor of this number is the number which comes just before this. So, what will be that? That will be 9. So, this is a two-digit number and its predecessor is a single digit number. Means it has only one digit in this number. What are the single digit numbers? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. These are all single digit number. It has only single digits. But 68, it is a two-digit number. Right? So, 10 is a two-digit number which has its predecessor as 9. So, 9 is the predecessor of 10. It means what? A two-digit number has a predecessor which is a single-digit number. Single-digit number means one-digit number. This number has only one digit. This number has two digits. But a two-digit number has a predecessor of single-digit. Okay, so what is that in this question? The predecessor of a two-digit number is never a single-digit number. But here we are seeing that the predecessor of a two-digit number is a single-digit number. Okay. The predecessor of a two-digit number is a single-digit number. It means it is a false statement because in this it is telling that the predecessor of a two-digit number is never a single-digit number. It means this statement says that the predecessor of a two-digit number can never be a single-digit number. But we are seeing that the predecessor of a two-digit number is a single-digit number. It means this statement is a false statement. Okay, it is a false statement. What is this? This is the smallest two-digit number. Before this, we have a single-digit number. Okay, because see 9 and after that comes 10. So, this is the smallest two-digit number and before and the predecessor of the smallest two-digit number is a single-digit number. Okay, so this statement is the false statement. The predecessor of a two-digit number can be a single-digit number. Now let us see what is there in this H part. Question number H. 1 is the smallest whole number. Is this statement true or false? 1 is the smallest whole number. What we have learned about whole number? How does the whole number start? Whole number start with 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So which one is the smallest whole number? The smallest whole number is 0. So that statement 1 is the smallest whole number is a false statement. Okay. So what we will write? It is false. So we will write F. Now let us see the next question. The natural number 1 has no predecessor. What are the natural number? This is question number I. The natural number 1 has no predecessor. What are natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on are natural numbers. Okay, so 1 is the smallest natural number. Is there any natural number which comes before 1? No, there is no natural number which comes before 1. So there will be no predecessor of 1 in natural number. In natural numbers we will not have any predecessor of 1 in natural numbers, because 1 is the only smallest natural number. So there will be no predecessor of 1 in natural number. So the natural number 1 has no predecessor. It's correct, because the natural number 1 has no predecessor. Then there is no natural number before 1. So this statement is true. The natural number 1 has no predecessor, because there will be no natural number before 1. So it is a true statement. T. We have written it. T. It is a true statement. Okay. Now let us see what is there in this question. J. The whole number 1 has no predecessor. J. The whole number 1 has no predecessor. What are the whole numbers? The whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. The whole number 1 has predecessor 0. Okay. The whole number 1 has which predecessor? It has 0 as its predecessor. So the whole number 1 has no predecessor. It is a wrong statement, because the whole number 1 has a predecessor. The number which comes just before the number is known as the predecessor. So predecessor of 1 will be 0. So the whole number 1 has predecessor 0. It means this statement is wrong. The whole number 1 has no predecessor. The whole number 1 has a predecessor. Okay. So it is a false statement. False. Wrong statement. So we have written F. Now let us come to this question. K. The whole number 13 lies between 11 and 12. See, this is question number K. Between 11 and, see, we go on writing the whole numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So, between 11 and 12, is there any whole number? See, these all are whole numbers. And so on are whole numbers. So, between 11 and 12, there is no whole number. Right? There is no whole number between 11 and 12. But the question is, the whole number 13 lies between 11 and 12. No, it is a false statement. It is a wrong statement. Because between 11 and 12, there is no whole number between these two numbers. Right? What we can say, between 1 and 3, 2 lies between 1 and 3. Right? 4 lies between 3 and 5. 9 lies between 8 and 10. But between 11 and 12, there is no whole number. Okay. The whole number 13 lies between 11 and 12 is a false statement. It is a wrong statement. 13 lies between, see, after 13, which whole number will be there? It will be 14. So 13 lies between 12 and 14. Right? 13 is a whole number which lies between 12 and 14. 13 does not lie. The whole number 13 lies. The 13 does not lie between 11 and 12. 13 lies between 12 and 14. Okay. So this statement is a false statement. It's a wrong statement. So we have written it false. F. Now let us come to L. Question number L. The whole number 0 has no predecessor. What are the whole numbers? Which question? Question number L. The whole number 0 has no predecessor. See, whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So, what is the predecessor of 0 in whole number? In whole numbers, 0 doesn't have any predecessor because before 0 there is no number in whole numbers. Okay, so 0 will not have any predecessor in whole numbers. The whole number 0 has no predecessor. Yes, it is correct. Before 0 we don't have any number. It means 0 doesn't have any predecessor in whole number. So this is a correct statement. The whole number 0 has no predecessor. So it is a true statement. It is a correct statement. We will write T here. The last one. The successor of a two-digit number. The successor of a two-digit number is always a two-digit number. So in the previous question we have seen what is two-digit and one-digit number, single-digit number we have seen. Okay, this is question number M. So two-digit number. Let us take some two-digit numbers. 55. What is its successor? Its successor is 56. The number which comes just after 55 is 56. So 56 is the successor of this number. What will be the successor of 23? It will be 24. What will be the successor of 99? These all are two-digit numbers. See, this is a two-digit number. Its successor is also a two-digit number. It is a two-digit number. The successor also has two-digit. This is one digit and this is the second digit. Okay. Okay. Now, what is the successor of 80? What is the successor of 99? 99 is a two-digit number. What is its successor? Its successor is 100. So, what we have seen? This is a two-digit number. The successor is a two-digit number. This is a two-digit number. The successor is also a two-digit number. There are many numbers, many two-digit numbers which will have the same number of digits in its successor, like 46. The successor is 47. So, two-digit number, the successor is also a two-digit number. But 99, the successor of 99 is 100. The successor of a two-digit number is a three-digit number. So, successor of a two-digit number is a two-digit number, but here the successor of a two-digit number is a three-digit number. So, it's not always true that the successor of a two-digit number is a two-digit number. It may be a three-digit number like this. The successor of this two-digit number is a three-digit number. So, this statement is also false. Read it again. It is a wrong statement. The successor of a two-digit number is always a two-digit number. See, the successor of a two-digit number is not always a two-digit number. Here it is a three-digit number. So, it is not always possible that the successor of a two-digit number will be a two-digit. It can be a three-digit number. So, this statement is false. This is a wrong statement. So, we have written it false. Okay. So, understood all these questions? If you like my teaching, then share the video with your friends and relatives. And if you are new to my channel, then press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can get notification of the videos. In the next class, we will do exercise 2.2 of the same chapter, whole numbers, from 6th class Maths NCERT book. So meet you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.